other side of the screen. How are you all, my Chicoritas? Today we're going to an amazing tour around Santiago de Chile. It's too hot today, and we are going to go through the history of this city, specifically to the Cathedral of Santiago. Come with me and enjoy with you a wonderful tour. Episode, I'm going to be with a cool guy that all of you know, Mr. Luis Loss. How are you today?
Great, thank you for having me.
Tell me, what do you expect from this tour today?
Well, I expect it to be an entertaining tour. I expect to learn a lot about Santiago, and I expect some laughs.
Oh, that's wonderful. First, I'm going to introduce a friend of mine, a beloved one, that is going to accompany us to this tour. Please, Braulio, come here.
Hey,
how are you, man?
Fine, and you?
First, tell me, what do you know about this place that you can tell Mr. Leo?
Well, here at the entrance of the cathedral, we have some statues of some archbishops and cardinals. Well, this one represents part of the main men of the religion. Sadly, they are mostly used by pigeons to, well, you know.
And here we are in the frontis of this cathedral.
Okay, so some of the things that we can appreciate here is the architecture of the cathedral. As you may see, as you can notice, this is a neoclassical design, which is inspired by Italian cathedrals and church. So that's the most important about the design of the building. And well, now we're going to start the tour.
First of all, do you have any cathedral or important church in the USA that you can compare with this one?
It looks a little bit different than most of the churches in the US. This looks more European. Some of the stuff we have in the US is maybe more modern or something. So, but it's beautiful, really, wow.
So now to continue with this tour, we walk around the church, and I will explain you the most important attractions that it has. For example, if you watch up there, you can see some figures, some statues that belongs to some of the most important characters in Bible. Like for example, Moises, and also in this pillar we have a statue of King David. Let's walk.
Really beautiful.
Also, I heard that people cannot hold hands here in the cathedral. Is that right?
Yes, that's right, and it's an interesting fact. That's because some years ago, a guard of this place found a couple doing inappropriate things. So now it's forbidden for people to hold hands or hug each other or any love demonstration. San Alberto Hurtado was a priest here in Chile who was well known because of his charity. He was one of the finest men on religious in Chile. He gave his life for people.
He actually was known as El Cura de los Pobres. He's the priest of the poor people.
Ah, cool.
He founded the Hogar de Cristo here in Chile and a lot of places to people that lived on the streets.
And now we are in front of the Palazuelos, I'm sorry. Well, for our country, pillars of Chile's independence.
Are you making this up?
Sorry.
Is this information real? Or?
We're professionals.
Yeah.
I
We,
mean-
we started for years.
I'm just saying, why would they? It would be like putting Trump in a church or something.
I mean, I have a show. I'm a professional. Why would I be scamming you?
Okay. Let's
Here we are in Santa Teresa de los Andes monument.
Yeah, that's right. Here we're in front of a statue of Santa Teresa de los Andes, who was, well, she started as a nun. Then she became some of the most important religious figures here in Chile. Well, as well with San Alberto Hurtado, she also did a lot of things for poor people, people in need. And she also gave her life for her fellows.
So both Alberto Hurtado and Santa Teresa de los Andes are Chileans, right?
Yes, that's right.
So did you notice, Leo, that that monument and this one have a lot of difference in terms of structure and things that they have?
Yeah, this one has lots of color, and this one is just in white brick or marble. Yeah, but they're both interesting, but yeah, different styles for sure.
Is there any reason why is that statue more simple?
Yes, actually, there is a reason for that. It's because, well, San Alberto Hurtado was a man who liked simple things for him. He never liked, for example, very expensive things. He was a really simple man, and that's the reason why the people who made his statue wanted to preserve that feeling. End of the cathedral. Before,
Can I go down here? Or?
Let's go here, please, Leo. Come with me. What happened?
I shouldn't go down?
No, you can't. That's because here down, the people from the cathedral has buried some of the most important priests, and it's a really private place. So we can't go down and we can't record that.
Okay.
You can see that there's a plaque, some priests. Can you tell me what is this?
Yeah, I think that some years ago, a crazy man, a schizophrenic man, impulsed by his disturbed mind, killed a priest. He cut his throat, and well, the priest died here. So that's why we have this plaque to remember him.
It was with a knife, actually.
Yes, it was with a knife. He bled here until he
Right
died.
here?
Right here. Right here. And let me ask you, what do you think about this so religious people?
The fanatic religious people? I mean, anytime that someone is killed in a church, it seems like too much, but I don't know, I'm kind of having trouble believing that someone was actually killed here.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
That's the history of Chile.
Yeah. Am I on?
Yeah.
So far, I've been really disappointed in this trip. I paid almost $1,000 US, and it's a couple of college kids. No idea what they're talking about. They're both kind of annoying, and what are they wearing? They're tour guides? Give me a break.
I would say that it's their representation of Jesus being held by Maria, and it looks like he's having a hangover.
Oh, but yeah. So in this moment, Leo, let me ask you something. What do you think about history being in a cathedral or a church instead of being in a museum?
I think that there's always going to be some history in a church, but I don't think Jesus could be hung over because he didn't drink.
But he drank wine. Actually, he was killed for that, for being a drunk person.
I don't think that's right.
What do you think about some important politicians being buried here in a Catholic place? Do you think that the government needs to separate from religious?
Yeah, it seems like politicians should be buried in a graveyard somewhere. I mean, politicians are far from being saints, so I don't think they should be there.
So this is the end of this tour. Thanks, Leo, for coming with us through this amazing tour. I hope that you enjoyed, and probably you will recommend it to your friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for everything. It was definitely worth all the money.
Thanks.
So nice.
You're young.
Hello.
This is the end of the journey through the Cathedral of Santiago de Chile. As we could see, history inside this cathedral is a tradition of people because they think that people can be resurrected and they relate the history with the biblical history. What do you have to say, Braulio?
Well, to conclude this little tour, I want to remark the importance of this cathedral because it was the first really big church that represents the establishment of a religion, the Catholic religion here in Chile as a republic. Which is still being the official religion here in our country. So yeah, that's my conclusion, I think.
Yeah. So this is the end of these documentaries and specifically reality show. So adelante estudio.